Good morning to everyone, distinguished dignitaries on the dais, and delegates who have come from various institutions. At the outset, I would like to thank the organizer for giving me the opportunity of expressing some of the practices and policies of the Department of Information Technology. The Department of Information Technology is in the business of IT. So we wish to promote IT as an enabling instrument into all walks of life. When I say enabling instrument, we can say e-governance, e-commerce, e-learning, and several such domain activities. The topic for today is definitely concentrated on higher education, digital learning. So I would focus my attention on e-learning. But inevitably, e-infrastructure would also get into place there because it is on the strength of an infrastructure that any activity goes ahead. As Mr. Ravi Gupta did mention, the National Knowledge Network is one of the key areas of the Department of IT. But prior to that, I would like to mention that when we are talking about e-learning, we are talking primarily about e-learning or the technologies that go to facilitate learning. When we understand that there is a pipe through which we are able to transmit digital data, can the pipe accommodate more data? I think technologists call it compression techniques. So typically universities, IITs work towards seeing how to optimize the pipe or the carrier in order to carry more in the same volume or in the same, I would say, physical space. These are compression techniques, and you also enhance it to bring about certain learning management systems so that there is a technology and a management concept enshrined in the process of e-learning. Now I'd like to come on to what is called as the e-infrastructure, which is an aid to e-learning, and that is the National Knowledge Network. The National Knowledge Network is basically a multi-gigabit fiber backbone across the country. So it's 2.5 to 10 Gbps, interlinking institutions of higher learning, meaning all universities, whether they are the central, the state, the deemed, the private universities, plus all the research institutions, whether it is the CSIR, ICAR, ICMR, defense, space, atomic energy. All these institutions would be interlinked and they can use it for collaborative research. So scientists and educational institutions spread across the geographical profile of the country can actually leverage and see to it that a particular topic could be collaborated amongst various institutions. And that is going to be the benefit of the National Knowledge Network. There is a program of the Ministry of HRD called the National Mission on Education through ICT. That also tries to leverage ICT to try and see that 20,000 colleges across the length and breadth of the country could also gain the setting up of the National Knowledge Network. So colleges would have lesser amount of, I would say, activity going on, but if they can be aggregated and plugged on to the National Knowledge Network at 100 Mbps, these technologists would know it better, 100 Mbps aggregated and plugged onto the National Knowledge Network, then you would have what is called the genesis of the countrywide classroom. A good lecture delivered at IIT Delhi could be viewed by a college somewhere in Balia or in some other distant part of the country. This would bring about what I would say democratization of education. Quality, which is a casualty in the Tier 2 and Tier 3 institutions, would be mitigated by the process or mechanism of the National Knowledge Network. Content, that becomes an important overlay on the infrastructure of the National Knowledge Network. The NME-ICT of the Ministry of HRD, which is called the National Mission on Education through ICT, tries to encapsulate all the cumulative experiences of the earlier program called NPTEL, National Program on Technical Education, to see how content can be packaged not only for engineering education, but for the basic sciences, the humanities, maybe agriculture, and medical sciences, in order that quality content is overlaid and is available across. This is a work in progress. The NKN is just about a year old since it's started, and also the National Mission on Education through ICT is about 2 years. So we would be working very closely, hand in hand, in order to see that IT in education is a democratizing element, and the quality of education in Tier 2, Tier 3 institutions is brought to a much higher plank or plane than what it prevails at present. I think that is the basic stress, emphasis, and I would say output of the National Knowledge Network. Quality or excellence, that's been the theme of today's thing. Excellence is not distributed according to any law of nature. It is to be striven for with utmost discipline. So I think all players and participants need to understand this basic parameter, that just by laying out a fiber optic network or having content will not create excellence. It is ultimately the student at the end point who will have to be motivated and self-motivated also in order to see that excellence arrives. Thank you. I just thought I would just do the initial dialogue in order to set the trend for the day. Thank you.